Yo, good afternoon, everybody. Let's get fired up here. Is Abner Uribe trade bait? No. Mark, get out of town with that. Let me just on YouTube get the StreamYard up. StreamYard link. There you go. Join the fun. All right. Brewers have won the series against the Philadelphia Phillies, and pretty good series. Close games all throughout. This one a little more breathing room on Thursday, but close games all throughout. And the Brewers take the final 2 of the 3 after losing on Monday night. This is going to serve as a good portion of the Friday, July 21st podcast, and we'll get into that now. Brewers with the series win over the Philadelphia Phillies. Good to see. The Brewers are hitting on all cylinders right now. It seems like if you're someone like me and you are someone who is accused of wanting to rip on the Brewers and wanting to be mad at the Brewers, it seems like you are running out of things to say, at least at this current juncture. And that is not me. That is not me. When I put Shohei Ohtani's face as my profile picture, I'm not saying that these Brewers are bad. It's Shohei Ohtani. When I'm saying that, Contreras is not a part of the hater trade, I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm saying it because he wasn't. I don't see his name in there in that trade. They might have traded for somebody after him, but I don't see his name in there. Brewers lose on Monday, 4-3. They get the win Tuesday, rather. They get the win on Wednesday, 5-3. And today's win anchored by Corbin Burnes, who has really, really been great out of the break here. Another 8 innings strong today. I like that he was given the opportunity to do that. And when 100 pitches, struck out 10. Now, I don't know if they would have gone to the Peguero, Piamps, Williams, any of those guys in this situation. It seems like right now, those are all 3 almost a package deal. Like we're going to give them all or none. Brewers did extend the lead, so Abner Uribe could go in there. Gassed up Harper again. He's looked really good. His rapid ascension. Just a couple months ago, he's down in Double-A. So great to see that. Christian Yelich is all the way back. All the way. He's not going to hit 40 home runs, but he's up to 14 now. 287, 376, 3 for 4 today. So really, really good series for the crew. My main man, Tim Shea.
Bart Winkler,
for the ride.
I see you're in the press box tonight.
In the press box on the Dan Schani YouTube stream, danschani.com. Also, I'm wearing some of my merch from 4Golf. 4Golf apparel. Promo code BART, 10% off. It inadvertently matches nice with my Flamingos hat. What's up, TS?
It is a final, the game, the series, and the road trip.
Yeah. Oh, like Tim. Hilarious.
There we go. All right.
Yeah. What's up with you?
I'd like a shirt, by the way. You can send one my way. You have my address.
Yeah, you can get. I'll send you one. Just go to 4golfapparel.com, order one.
Oh, and then
Bart in the promo code, and then you'll get 10% off. Are you able to celebrate? I didn't know this. You were almost banned from Twitter.
Yeah, me putting up those stupid Brewer win videos that on the Twitter, and all of a sudden I get a message that says your account has been taken down temporarily, and then I had to agree to these measures, and then they put my account back up. So, yeah, I am able to celebrate.
So someone complained.
I guess so. Maybe it was the Brewers.
So it was just a Brewers logo with a little music?
Yeah, and it's all it said is Brewers win.
What was the music?
It was their win song.
What's their win song?
It's I was just playing it. What's their names?
Oh, like how it used to be. This is gonna be the best day of our lives.
Yes, boy, that was a long time away. Good pull there.
Yeah.
Hall and Oates.
Dreams come true.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Hall and Oates got you.
I bet they were like, oh, we got to get that guy in Milwaukee who's putting up our song on Twitter. A 10-second clip of it, by the way. Whatever.
Okay, well.
Good win today, Barty. This team's on fire right now.
Team's on fire. The Sean O'Connell's on fire from his fishing excursion. We got a week off.
Am I on? Holy shit. Yeah, I have 2 weeks off. Tomorrow, too.
And you're out fishing? Caught some big ones.
Only briefly. But no, it was a good time. So, yeah, I was able to take in the Brewer game today in the friendly garage confines. The Mrs. O'Connell had to work, so I tried to keep it down.
Oh, you got a TV in there, or just was it radio?
Right there. I set one up with the Chromecast, which I would like to thank Rami Maklov for hipping me to. I'm a little slow on the uptake, not necessarily. I'll be 50 soon, Bart Winkler, so some of this technology escapes me. But Rami Maklov, shout out Sacktown Zone. He hooked me or hipped me to the Google Chromecast, so I use that quite a bit. I got a TV that these little baby arms can move around pretty easily, and a Netgear booster so that the signal. Make no mistake, Bart Winkler of the Bart Winkler Show. I use every advantage I can.
I need that. I need a booster of Wi-Fi in my house.
Yes, they're like $40 at Best Buy. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
Hot Take Jake is also here. Hot Take Jake.
What's up, boys? Tim, where are you parked?
Don't worry about it.
Bart, looking good. You look like, I don't know, you look like somebody that lost a lot of personal stakes when Ashley Madison got shut down.
Jesus Christmas.
And the Sean, one of my latest Twitter followers, mad props. Appreciate the follow, bud. Right back at you.
Sure.
Oh, you guys are finally connected?
Yeah, we're all becoming Eskimo brothers because of you, Bart.
Good.
Let me talk to you.
You can never have enough.
Let me talk to you. So first things first, at what point does Damian Lillard... No, I'm just kidding. I kid. What I really want to talk about is, okay, first of all, the Brewers won with a Little League lineup tonight, which hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Just get Shohei Ohtani, because while I understand that patience is a virtue, you know what other old cliche I love? Scared money don't make no money. So I want to go back to the CC Sabathia trade, because I remember I was a really, really big fan at the time, and I was concerned that they gave up too much. Do you know what they gave up? Matt Laporta, who I was convinced was going to be like Larry Walker or Chipper Jones, he was going to be the Prince replacement. They gave up Zach Jackson, Michael Brantley, who turned into a good leadoff hitter and center fielder, and then some guy named Rob Bryson. And that's the thing about prospects. They're amazing until, here they are. Now you got to put up or shut up. And let's say the Brewers traded 4 of their top prospects. If 2 of those guys become stars, that was still worth it in my eyes, because this is your chance. After this, it's who knows?
Well, if we're going to legitimately entertain this, Churio is off the market.
He'd have to be in the trade, Bart.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
No, Tim.
Absolutely not.
I don't know. I don't know who you're trading without him then.
Like Frelick, Terang, Weimer, you got 100 of these guys.
All of them. This guy is going to be a haul.
You're probably giving up 3 of your top 10 and then another couple guys in your top 20. But it's still a rental. So it's not like you're trading for a guy who has 2-3 years of control down the line. They're probably not going to get anybody's top prospect unless you're talking about one of the worst systems in baseball. And it's just so rare that a team like Milwaukee has such a need for a bat, and obviously Shohei's an ace. You can get that, and they have a system that's so deep and set up. This is their year. You're going to get the bandwagon fans like me to come back, to start going to the ballpark. You're going to get, I mean, listen, it's 2 years anniversary of the Bucks winning a title, something I never thought I'd see. What has that done for the Bucks? Like the prestige of them, for the prestige of the city. It turned this city upside down. If you go and acquire, perhaps, and this is not really hyperbole, perhaps the greatest baseball player we've ever seen, what does that do for you?
Well, I do have to take a little bit of a preemptive. Jerry just asked on Twitter if we're really doing this baseball game. And coincidentally, I did get an email from the Brewers asking if I was interested in group sales.
Those bastards.
We're the 23rd of August. I would like, if people are free, to go to the game.
My nipples are hard.
What day is that?
It's a Wednesday.
Twins. Yes, Twins.
It's in my calendar.
And it's Twins, correct?
Yes, but the Brewers and the Twins, what if the Twins traded for Ohtani? Then the tickets are going to go up. So I got to get these tickets ASAP.
Don't put that into the universe. That's our guy.
But even still, if we get Ohtani, tickets go up.
That's true. Get him now.
But
and I would like to see. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I want to see my guys. But yeah, if I could see Shohei Ohtani.
Now we can have these conversations, but I think there's a 0% chance we trade for him.
I don't think it's 0, but
it's not higher than 1.
Exactly. I think it is a very low order of probability. I think there is some credence to maybe not bringing up Keston Hiura so that he does not get exposed and perhaps creates the a little more allure for a buyer. And so, I mean, I know people shit on people on Twitter for suggesting that, but I think there's something to it, and it's gamesmanship. Why not? I mean, life is all theater anyway. So don't have him. I mean, could you imagine Keston Hiura up here showing his ass against Taijuan Walker today? That would have been bad. So whatever you can get for him, that's what I say. But maybe if you got an apple, you're trying to sell an apple, maybe it's got a bruise on it. You put it at the bottom of the bushel, Bart Winkler.
Tim loves apples.
Take a bite out of that apple.
Jake knows what I'm talking about. Jake knows. I don't got to tell him.
You want to trade Hiura?
Maybe.
You think he's a bruised apple?
Bart, I want Keston Hiura to succeed, and I think he's had his chances here. I love the guy. I was there a couple times when he hit dingers, but boy, it's just not happening for him. No matter how hard I pull for the guy, maybe
should I call him right now? I think I have his old number.
Well, to be fair about Hiura, everybody thought Yelich was dead in the water as well. So I don't know. You never know. Baseball is a
nobody
weird
thought.
game.
Let me tell. So Yelich has been great. And there is now this swarm of Brewers fans that are trying to say, anyone who ever doubted Yelich, you don't have the right to whatever. Like there was Yelich when he was good, and then Yelich sucked. And now he's not sucking. It's okay when a guy is sucking to say he sucks.
You see, that's the beauty for someone like me who's a bandwagon fan, is that I can just jump on and off whenever I want. I don't give a fuck what people say.
All right, I got some comments to go through here on the Dan Schani YouTube stream. Abner Uribe lit some people's pants afire. Ball of Wind says, Wilt says, Uribe is going to be fire leading up to the playoffs. That's a nice little weapon to have. You've already got your big three with Payam, Spaguero, and Williams, and now you can kind of match Uribe, and he'll just get more experience.
You might have to pack his bags. I don't know.
He's not getting traded. There's no chance. Mark says him blowing 101 past Harper was awesome. Absolutely. KJ says his nickname for the bullpen is the Untouchables.
Ayo.
Good nickname. Good nickname. Like it.
Chad says Yelich is back. LFG. This division is ours. Let's make some moves.
There you go.
Yeah, Tim, I shit all over you saying that they're going to win this division by the middle of September, but
it's looking like
the Reds did win. Did the Reds win today? There were a lot of 2 nights ago, it was a bunch of great hitting matchups. Like teams were scoring 30 runs a game. Then today, this afternoon, their guy Abbott went 8 innings and one hit allowed. Strider was doing pretty well for a while with the Braves. And of course, Burns, like I said, 8 innings, 10 strikeouts. But yeah, Tim, maybe you were right. And maybe I believed you. And I was just trying to like drum up a little controversy because I was like trying to keep my mind off of the bus behind us in the parking lot. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't know.
I don't think the Reds are playing today. Take a look, but I'm pretty sure they're not.
Yeah, well, they already did win. So
about
guys
that are all the way back. How about Burns? Like today, he had 10 Ks, 9 of which was 4 pitches or less. That is called locked in.
Geez, you really went from not caring about baseball to throwing out stats in a heartbeat.
Buddy, I'm in or I'm out. That's the thing.
Well, that and he doesn't drink alcohol, Bart Winkler. So
It's easy to remember.
It's a very large advantage. I have a quick Tim Shea question.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Shea, in your opinion, would you rather see the Brewers, particularly in September, in more of a chase mode, needing to, win a lot of games, rather than coasting towards the finish line for a playoff push? Which would you rather see?
I don't know. I mean, a couple of years ago, didn't they have pretty much the division wrapped up? It took them a while to wrap it up because they kept losing, but they had a solid lead where they could lose, and it took them forever to.
What was the year where they lost to the Braves?
That was 2018.
No.
2019.
No, 2019 was the wild card.
You're right. 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't they kind of coast into that one?
Yeah, they did, but it took them a while to win the division.
But then they couldn't hit for shit.
Yeah.
See, this gives me
19 was the Nationals. 2020
Yeah,
was the Dodgers.
you're right.
This is great because I wanted to remember how amazing the Sabathia run was. Like, have you ever felt better as a Brewer fan than that run? Whereas now we're locked into like these like just piss poor exits in the playoffs every year to where you don't even remember them anymore. Like, make the move, take the step, at least get the bat off your shoulder.
I felt better in 2018 than in the Sabathia 2008.
Yeah,
But
that was soul crushing.
But 2018, it was a chase to the very, very end, and there were moves. Not all of them worked, but the scope move, which was one of the ones that did not work, but also Mike Moustakas. There were other moves that did work, and chips were pushed forward. I just think, just by history, just only looking at the information available, a Craig Timber that involves a chase of any kind is much more leads to more postseason success, I guess is the way to. I've drank 3 beers too. I apologize, Jake. I didn't know you were going to be on. I would have been on my game a little.
Well, it's not like he's going to like.
Yeah, that's a weird thing that like when you're sober, like people that are drunk will apologize to you for like having drinks. It's like, guys, I'm not offended. Like,
I apologize for. Right. I also apologize to people when I'm stone cold sober. It's my way. I'm allowed to apologize. I showed my belly at 11 o'clock on the Bart Winkler podcast, 100% sober. Look who
it's a great moment.
I've showed my belly. I've showed my ass crack. It's all good.
Right. Oh, check this out, though. I mean, I got the ab going, but the tricep is popping.
There you go.
Tricep is popping. Yeah. So.
A couple other comments. Ken says Ashley Madison is still up.
Oh. Well, now.
Manny says, tell Tim to wear a hat. He's blinding me.
Haters gonna hate, Tim.
Yeah. Isn't it great to see Tim? How about this?
Don't you miss this, Tim?
I love Tim.
I was happy when I saw his face.
What time is it to you right
up.
now?
It's like midnight for me. Or I don't know.
No, it's great. I hope you watch some Women's World Cup in the overnight.
Oh, see, this is the best part now. I get to watch World Cup.
Yeah.
I watched it all.
What are the games? Friday morning, you get to watch, let's see, Philippines and Switzerland is at midnight, Friday a.m.
So
Spain, Costa Rica, 2:30.
Yep. And then U.S. tomorrow night, Friday
night's a big night. You got Lionel Messi. You got the women.
Where are you watching it?
I'll be doing Zach Gelb.
Okay.
I'll be doing the Zach Gelb show. I was going to
Zach
go.
Gelb, as in national radio, Zach Gelb?
Oh, listen to this, my friends. We've got the Friday Night Gelb show. We've got Sunday, my show. We've got Writer Than You Monday through Thursday of next week. We've got Zach Gelb again next Friday. We got another Sunday. And in between there, I'm going to Madison 3 times for Forward Madison. Who says I'm unemployed, baby?
I'd argue you're more, out there now than you were under some, pissant radio station. So, good
well,
for
I
you,
was,
buddy.
I jumped on a tweet that Armin from the game, who I fancy, I like Armin very much. And someone said, don't go after the station that caused you to be irrelevant. First of all, I'm just talking to Armin. But, the game's got like 7 or 8 people that are pretty diehard about him.
Fuck the game.
Your words. I'm trying to build bridges back.
That's
Don't worry,
very
we'll tear them down
policy,
for you,
Bart
buddy.
Winkler.
Just in case, like, what if in 30 years my kid wants to work in radio?
Exactly. Build bridges. They're yes.
You'll
that.
tell him no.
AI will be running every radio station in 30 years anyways. So
I'm a little concerned
the
about
people that
AI. I'm
program
actually
AI
very
will be
concerned
doing
about
it.
AI.
it's happening really fast.
No.
It's really fast.
It's only
I actually
making the
thought
world
about
better.
having AI right on my website to like.
Yeah. It's only making the world better. And to my robot overlords, don't believe anything these 3 say. They're just good people. Please have
Don't
mercy
strike
on
me
them.
down in my.
When
my
all data is examined after the fact, and you come across this podcast, all 4 of us love you, AI.
Does it make
I've,
me an asshole to go back to my Yelich, or not my Yelich thing, but like the Josh Hader trade was bad?
Yes.
Because I'm walking my kid to school today, fighting on Twitter like a real pro. But what I'm arguing is that people that like, you can't go back and now and say, see the Hader trade work because of what we got for Ruiz. We got Piamps and we got Contreras. No, we didn't. We didn't get that from Hader. David Stearns made an awful move, traded for a guy that sucked, a guy that was cut, a guy that the A's overvalued, and then a guy that maybe, we didn't trade Hader, though, for Robert Gasser. So just because the A's overvalue Ruiz, suddenly it makes the Hader trade better? No, the Hader trade was garbage.
Yeah, to put it
getting
succinctly,
rewarded for bad behavior, which is my life's. I speak out against that.
Well, it wasn't trading Hader that was the bad move. It was this stupid mismatched package that you either go and get the win now piece, the bat or whatever, or empty somebody's like prospects, get those guys in their top 10 system. They did neither. They did a Herb Cole move where, well, we'll kind of get these prospects. Maybe they won't be as big of prospects, but we also need guys that can play now. And it's just, you're in no man's land. You can't do that.
And the almighty bite of the apple for that season was lost. The whole crux of the whole organizational mentality is that goddamn bite of the apple, and we fucking missed it that year.
Yeah, and it almost put Tim Shea in a food coma from eating a bushel of apples at the stadium. I remember that.
I bet he shit that night real well, though.
A lot of fiber.
Oh, let me see some more comments. Ken says, Bart, you should be like, jokes on you. I was never relevant. That's the play that I like. It's Rocket Sauce says, tell Chuck Freeman to open up the checkbook and flex some muscle with that new sports director role. How about that? First time KFIZ's ever been mentioned in the trades.
No comment.
What do you mean? I sent him a text congratulating him.
I can only assume. I don't want to get into it.
All right. MC says, your poor kid has to go to school in July. Oh, it's daycare. Daycare.
See what happens when socialism takes over? See?
Oh, it's daycare. I needed him to go to school today because I need to go. My wife's working and I'm going to Madison and I am recording a post game, and I did a podcast earlier this morning.
Well, and how can you hear what Nick Fury's saying if this kid's coming up to you while you're trying to do,
one more episode?
I don't know what you're referencing, but it's a Marvel thing. So
Secret Invasion's out, Jake. Come on.
Yeah, man, for sure. Totally.
Let's see.
Is that an AI show? Like, I could see Marvel, the whole universe.
They use
AI
the credits are AI, and people are pissed that the credits are AI.
I could totally. Actually, I have a theory. This whole writer's strike, I think that Hollywood is like savoring the chance to be like, let's see what this AI stuff can do while they're on strike, and see if maybe we can just kind of.
They have to strike now. They have to do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or AI will take over.
But I'm sorry. Like, I'm taking my girls to see Barbie today. I like, good for you. You're striking, but like, I can't feel bad for you. And like, nobody's striking for me. So like, what?
No, I don't think like
fry.
we need to do anything. I don't think that we need to be a part of it. You can
there's people that are like, oh, boycott movies. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I really want to see Barbie.
It looks good.
I've heard like really good things.
Yeah, I have an 8-year-old girl and a 6-year-old girl, so I'm hoping it's not too much like adult humor.
Well, please let me know.
I'll give you my review.
I would like to see it.
I should take them to Oppenheimer so they can learn a thing or two,
You got to do the double feature.
Yeah. Just scare the shit out of them right before bed, make them think the world's coming to an end.
I still, but I still, of everything that's ever happened, that's like a top 3 thing that I'm like, that's really something that happened. Like, not that I'm saying it.
You're talking about the atomic bomb?
But I'm just like stunned. I'm like, why did this? How did this happen?
Bart Winkler, if I may, I do have a degree from the University of Wisconsin-Madison in history. And you have to realize that at the time, the whole world, when it came to the atomic bomb, was a virgin. Only a handful of people understood the sheer magnitude of it. Everyone else was a literal virgin. They had
so then why did we drop a second one?
Again, news traveled slow in those days, and the enormity of the thing, it is the word incomprehensible is thrown around a lot these days, but the incomprehensibility is at that time is perfectly summed up. And not only that, if it was so hard to believe, Bart Winkler, why didn't they fucking surrender? Because they didn't get it either. They had it. A country had it drop on them, and they still didn't get it. That's
I like this history. We can lean on this.
Yes, and and not for nothing. Maybe if we had a third one, we drop it on Canada as a preemptive strike. This fucking smoking shit. That's just one man's opinion.
I'm wearing a Canadian hero right now. You better cool it. Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
Let's go down to Phoenix, Arizona.
They're low. Toronto's below goddamn Milwaukee, for Christ's sake.
I got to get down to Phoenix, Arizona, where Cone Roller is surviving a heat wave.
Crazy, absolute heat wave. My bag is melting.
And I see, it seems like you, on Twitter at least, are pro the heat wave.
I mean, they're claiming climate change. Sure, go ahead. But they are fear-mongering. They're comparing this heat wave to the asteroid that knocked out the dinosaurs. I mean, let's relax a little bit. It is more energy efficient in Phoenix in this temperature than it is to heat Wisconsin during the winter. So let's all take a step back and just relax a little bit. The world is not ending today.
No, but 130 degrees is pretty hot.
Are you down here, Bart? Do you live here?
Well, then fuck you for ever talking about 794.
I was just in Milwaukee for a month. I have taxes.
I was just in Phoenix in March.
Was it 120 degrees?
No, it was only 68, and we were pissed because we wanted it to be hotter so we could go in the pool.
Well, there you go.
What was the overnight low, like 98?
Yeah, it's like I can't even sit on my balcony at 9 o'clock at night without sweating my ass off. So,
but that's the world you want.
Hey, I'd take the heat over the cold any day.
Not 130.
Yeah.
Does
That's
the
only like a
dry
month
heat?
a year, Timmy.
Does the dry heat help at all, Cone Roller? Does the dry heat part of it help at all?
Well, Sean, towards the summer we get into monsoon season, so there's a lot of moisture in the air, so humidity typically increases about 10-15%. So we're around 30% relative
What
humidity.
about the people that can't afford the AC? They're just going to get cooked in their house.
Okay, if you can't afford AC and you're living in Phoenix, you got bigger issues.
Well, sometimes people are like born and they
You
can't
deserve
get out
to
of their
die
city.
if you can't afford AC.
What if you don't have what if you don't have a house?
Yeah, I always feel bad for the homeless that are out here in Phoenix, but we just cleared a big zone of homeless people and put them up in housing, so I feel good about that at least.
Yeah, I think did anybody listen to my show yesterday where I said I was pro more taxes in every situation?
Classic. Government throwing money at something does not mean the problem gets solved.
What?
Hey, more money, more problems.
Scared money don't
I
make
thought
money.
it solved
Remember
every
that.
problem. A $7 billion surplus. I mean, that's free money. It just fell out of the sky. Everybody, every problem solved.
Sean, were you in trouble? I had to mute your mic. There's something going on there.
Yeah, the Mrs. O'Connell is still working today, and I got a big
Being
fucking
too loud?
mouth. I smoothed it over with her. I'm a pretty, I thought I hit the mic mute, but nah, it'll be all right.
Great Brewers win today. 2 of 3 in Philly. I'll take that all day. This team's hot.
Is Yelich back?
He's been back.
Is it fair for me to say that Contreras is not a part of the hater trade?
Yes, I agree with you 100% on that, honestly.
Good.
It's 2 separate trades.
And it doesn't justify the other one.
I think it helps smooth it over now that we're past last season, but at the time, correct.
It's like you dug yourself a hole and then you found a way to get out of the hole. Well, congratulations.
David Stearns dug that hole. Matt Arnold got us out of it.
Do you think David Stearns sabotaged his own legacy so Matt Arnold had an easier transition to be the next David Stearns? David Stearns was regarded in such high fashion that how do you take over for David Stearns? Well, you clean up his biggest fucking mess is how.
Well, he's got another issue facing this at the end of this year with Craig Counsell. We'll see who Craig's gone. We'll see who he hires.
My guy Evan says Contreras is a part of the JJ Hardy trade, which is great on a shirt or a poster.
tweet.
But fuck you, Evan.
I saw that.
Right now, that is against my narrative. It's Rocket Sauce says Brett the shit man heart. Wow. Hey,
Unbelievable.
Jake.
Yeah,
You watch AEW last night?
I did.
I think that our guy Grant says David Stearns Bo Ryan'd it.
Good
Yes.
take. Good take.
Good take. I think that AEW is strong right now, but I'm disappointed in no one more than I am John Moxley. Can this motherfucker wrestle a match without having to blade?
No, he's worse than Ric Flair. He has to bleed. Like, I don't get it. It's just, maybe it's some weird fetish thing, but yeah, I don't know. Wrestling is just strong right now.
Yeah. Wrestling strong.
Yeah.
The Brewers are strong.
The Madison forward, how are they looking this year?
Ford Madison, they're
Hard Knocks
strong.
about to start up.
Hard
I can't
Knocks.
wait. I can't wait for Hard Knocks, guys, because Jets fans are gonna get that first inkling of like, I don't know, something's off about this guy. Yeah.
Should I
Can't wait.
unretire and do Hard Knocks post-game shows?
I'm here for it.
Bart Bukowski, Zach Jacobson, they're all going to be doing it. So why not add to the fire?
I feel like it's noble for me to try to say, don't lean on Aaron Rodgers for clicks. But What if I did?
I have a
I think
prediction.
it would be okay. I think it would be okay. I think you've covered him long enough, and there is enough of a local market where you could talk inside baseball, and you would have kind of a niche audience that would appreciate it. That's
Some
one
guy
that-
goes, who is this guy I responded to? Pack Daddy, Packernet Podcast goes, let me just put this out there right now.
I saw
If
this.
you're emotional, incapable of hearing about Rodgers, block me now. I'm not about to put up with these soft Packer fans that can't emotionally handle hearing his name. The guy played for us for 15 years. I'm interested in his story. He is tied into our draft. But again, if this is too traumatic for you to handle, block me. I promise I won't lose a minute of sleep over it.
Yeah.
So he's at like the beginning of the cycle of the journey that I think I've taken on Twitter, where now I'm feeling like I want to rectify relationships and not go out there and ask the world to be like, block me.
You know what he sounds like is one of these guys that like calls himself an alpha and calls everybody else snowflakes, but it's offended by like beer commercials and shit. Like that's
Like
what he
Dan-
sounds like to me.
Like Dan Needles.
Mm-hmm. We've got Tim, the Sean O'Connell, the Cone, Hot Take Jake, and we have boots on the ground.
Oh.
Big Ron is
Yeah.
is games.
Oh, Jesus.
Hell yeah, guys!
Turn it down, Ron.
Oh, I gotta turn it down. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we good.
Okay, we're good now? Yeah, I had the radio up.
No.
No?
Everything is good. Just
Everything's
only
good.
Ron
Just-
speak.
Only Ron speak.
Oh Jesus,
Oh, Jesus.
Ron, who's echoing
Ron,
me?
who's echoing me?
How do I do this? What do I do?
Turn your radio down.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute everyone that's not Ron. Ron? Oh, he muted himself. Jesus. What year did the smartphone come out? 2003? Ron. Jake, unhook your phone from the car from Jake R. Unhook your phone from the car.
Whoever's in the back.
And
is-
Ron.
It's over.
Oh, that was going to be epic. Oh, this is
He'll
the
come
saddest day ever in the Winklerverse.
He'll come back.
Oh, can I?
I
put
have
out my
nothing
prediction?
else to contribute, Bart Winkler. You can. I'll drop off. I love you guys. I hope Ron comes back. That way, maybe a little more bandwidth will help that situation.
All right, yeah, you go and I'll see if there's room for Ron.
See you, Sean.
Right on. Take
And
care,
Bart-
fellas. Love you guys.
I'm gonna drop
Yeah.
two, Bart, but it was great meeting you in person, in the flesh.
I did meet Cone. I met Cone Roller in person. Breaking news.
With the bag?
Without the bag.
We got a picture together without the
We
bag.
do. It exists.
Post it.
Maybe one day.
Post
I'll
it.
post it randomly and say, like, here's me and my new friend that I just met
Some
randomly.
guy.
And then you'll have to figure out if it's Cone or not.
Only after Wisconsin Sports Championship, bag's coming off.
Matt
Okay.
is hyperventilating somewhere right now.
Mhm.
He is. And that's why I wanted to get it out there that Matt and Falls, I did meet your hero, Bart Winkler. And that with that, I'm gonna peace out. Go Brewers.
Stay cool.
Yeah, I'll drop two, but I wanted to get my prediction out there. I think it's going to be around week 10 where Jets fans are going to start having the discussion of like, if Rodgers plays X amount of snaps, we have to give up our first round pick. Should we start Wilson now? So that's my prediction there. Week 10-ish.
All right, hot take Jake.
See you.
We had to clear all the bandwidth possible to try to get Ron back.
Oh, I'm back in.
You're here. You're good. You are good, Ron.
Turn it off your phone if you're not. Yeah,
You're good. I hear you. Ron,
Maybe connect back to Bluetooth.
Ron, we hear you.
We hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is there like feedback? Is it good? Is it everything good now?
It's not good, but I'm going to let you talk for as long as you want, and then I'll have to let you go. Give me your updates. Tell me what the game. Tell me what the game was like.
The game was great. The Philly fans were very nice and hospitable, unlike their reputation. And yeah, it was good. Corbin was great. He pitched a shutout, 8 innings, 10 strikeouts. Got to see Yelly hit a bomb. It was a good time, man.
How many games did you go to?
Two.
How many games did you go to? How many games did you go to?
Can you not hear me now?
I can't ask you questions because it'll just keep talking.
All right. What else is there to talk about? We were going to call into the Bill Michaels show, but after we heard those terrible things he said about you in the podcast this morning, we were like, forget about that, man. And this myth that Chuck Freeman is at every game. I didn't see him in Philly here, so I don't know what's going on with that, man. And yeah, so no, it was good, man. I'm sorry that we're having all these technology problems. I don't know. I just hit the
No,
screen.
we are not.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry,
are.
I am.
Nice. Thanks, Bart.
So I've got my boys Dave and Schani in here. Yeah. So they're in town visiting from Wisconsin. We're gonna tie one on tonight.
Yeah, I've never actually seen you in a state where you're good enough to be behind a wheel.
That is very true. That is very true. You've got sober Big Ron today, man.
It's like I'm meeting a new person.
Yeah.
This pretty planet spinning through space. I'm harmonizing.
I got Christina Aguilera's voice on my ways going strong here. So, so we got 2 hours drive back to where I live in Jersey, in North Jersey. And then we're going to hit the bars tonight, Bart. We're going to drink one for you, and we're going to drink one for Tim Shea.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. So the Brewers this is a big series, man, with the Braves coming up. This is a huge series because I don't think we're going to fare very well against the Braves. They're the best team in MLB. And so it says 295 this way, right? Alternate 295. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, well, Ron, I'm gonna bid you adieu.
All right, man. Peace.
Great to meet you guys.
Take care.
Big Ron.
See ya. That's great stuff.
The Brewers do have the Braves this weekend. It will be Freddie Peralta against Michael Soroka. Adrian Hauser against TBD. Julio Teheran has the magic run out on him against Bryce Elder. And then, that'd be a nice Sunday night baseball matchup. Unfortunately, we haven't had one of those in a while. And every time that we do, they just come and marvel at the slide for 4 innings. And then we got the Reds again for the last time of the season. Tim, your Reds.
Don't forget, when the Braves come to town, everything Potawatomi gets covered up.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Take a look next time if you're ever at a Braves game in Milwaukee.
I just think the Brewers need to be more held accountable for the time they wore Braves uniforms as throwbacks when they played the Braves.
Oh, I remember that. Some decisions that were made during my tenure there were quite questionable, like Peanut Tillman throwing out a first pitch against the Cubs.
Mm-hmm. This man now does a minimum of 6 hours of radio a day. He is Grant Bills.
I got a bone
Hi,
to
Tim.
pick. I have a bone to pick with him.
What, Tim?
I'm listening to the Bill Michaels show today, and you're giving updates, and stuff had already. It's like the score wasn't even correct. You were wrong.
Sam,
You were
how are
like
you
Yelich
talking
just
about?
hit. You just said Yelich just hit another double, and the Phillies were up.
Tim, what station were you listening on?
920 WOKY. The big
It's not an
920.
hour delay.
Oh, now you tell me. And I heard you talking,
What do you
and I'm
mean
like,
now
oh,
I tell
crap.
you?
And then wrong information after
Tim's
wrong
going
information.
to listen to this podcast tomorrow and be like, you guys were talking about it like the game had just ended, but it's Friday now.
You
How
guys were
could this
talking,
be?
and then you guys started talking about corn, and it's like the fifth inning. And I'm like, what are you? You and Bill,
Not the
such a
host.
great duo.
I don't drive the bus, man. I'm just the producer.
You and Bill make a great duo there.
I don't appreciate your tone, Tim, behind what you're saying right now.
This is a pro Bill Michaels podcast.
You better watch what you say, or else I won't help you.
Yeah, I do want to get that guy from CBS 58 on to talk about the stadium financing. He does good work.
I know. Don't worry. I'm.
Tim's mad at me because I admitted that I didn't save his number the last time we talked on the phone, so I had to ask for it again.
You didn't save Tim's number?
No, and I had his number ready to go.
That's because I knew you would. You're a better man than me, I guess.
Exactly.
Thanks for listening to the show, though, by the way.
Who are you booking?
Well, I was trying to get AJ from CBS 58 because he has all the good details on the comments from the alderman in Milwaukee. Not a cent, not a penny of taxpayer money going to stadium repairs. Anyways, I
admitted yesterday that I'm
procrastinating.
I'm pro taxes, all taxes.
You're probably excited. This is a big week for you then with sales tax going into effect in Milwaukee.
Sales tax went up. The county tax is going to go up. Sometimes I just leave. If I have spare change, I just leave them at fire stations' doorsteps.
Yeah.
But I disguise it as a baby in a bundle, and then they open it up and it's a pack of ones. I will say something I don't do. Something I never do is round up my purchases for charity at the stores.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Because I will give charity on my own time and get the tax advantages to me. I'm not giving you money so that you can get tax write-offs. I am going to do that on my own.
By the way, when is the Bart Winkler Show going to do some charitable work? I think it's time. You've been around for about a year now. Let's start giving back to the community that gives you so much. What do you say?
I would, and if Cone was still here, I would like to raise money to all the people that don't have air conditioning units in Phoenix.
I'm sure he told you that air conditioning is never been this efficient before, and air conditioning is much more efficient than heating, which is what we have to do in Wisconsin.
Yep, and it costs 25%.
Yeah.
But Cone did like my Contreras is not part of the hater trade movement, which put him in good favor.
When I see the trade breakdowns of it's like they traded Asterio Ruiz for blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. I want to see they traded Asterio Ruiz and gave up on their 2022 season in order to get that. But like that needs to be included. They basically punched on a season.
It was with a team like the A's who don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I mean, that's good business. It's good. If you're an exec, I mean, you should just always try to be making deals with teams like that. Cheap teams or teams that don't care or don't know what they're doing. So 100%.
So Tim, which might blow your mind because I'm gonna have this quick conversation on Thursday, but then this is part of the Friday podcast, so don't get too alarmed. But after I'm done here, I'm going to actually drive Grant's Way and go to the Steve.
Oh, you're at the Steve tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Will Grant be joining you?
I don't know. So I am going to call they play a Mexican side, and I'm doing the like substitution forward Madison, number 20. But then I have to hand it off to a guy, and he's going to do the Spanish translation. And I said, well, I want to do that. They said, well, do you know Spanish? I said, my kid's in a Spanish immersion daycare. I can read Spanish. All I'm doing is reading. I can read. I just don't want to. You put a microphone in someone's hand and you ask him to pass it off in any situation, and there's a little bit of little bit of hesitation to do that.
Grant, what are you typing? You should never type when you're on air.
I suppose I am on air. Just thoughts for my show. I don't know, dude. I'm trying to prep, but I kind of just want to start my show so I can just do it and go home. I'm kind of past the point. If I haven't,
you're producing from 10 to 2.
Uh-huh.
You're doing your own show from 4 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Does it help make the prep easier or harder? Are you worried you're recycling topics, or are you finding new topics that you wouldn't have otherwise found?
Probably a little bit of both. Probably a little bit of both. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's made it much harder or easier. Before I was doing Bill's show, I was basically just sitting at a desk with my computer writing stuff and doing the same thing anyways. Now I'm just listening to Bill and occasionally chiming in. I don't want to be overbearing. You know, sometimes, and I love Radio Joe. You know this. Sometimes Radio Joe would crack the mic and he'd get rolling and he would roll and roll and roll. I'm trying to be a little bit more efficient with my in and outs, trying to get in, say my thing, and get out. You know, very, very sharp and clean. Anywho.
You're basically learning, you're speaking 2 languages. You got the 2-chair language and the host chair language.
It is a good skill to have. I don't often get to host with people side by side. I've guests on, but that's not the same. So it's good. It's good practice to play off of someone else rather than force someone else to play off of me. You know what I mean?
Let me do a quick promotional announcement for someone.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go.
I mean, I can go now. I don't have to. I just mostly wanted to say hi to Tim because it had been a while. And Tim, I texted you earlier today. Thank you for saving my number. Your number has been saved, and I will not forget it again. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Friend of show, Dan Schaefer, who writes for the Recombobulation area. He is once again, they did this last year. They're doing it again. This will be Friday night at the Cooperage. I believe that's in Walker's Point. They're re-showing Game 6 of the NBA Finals tomorrow night. Friday night.
Tim, where were you the night the Bucks won the title? What do you remember about that night?
I was in Suite 15.
In Fiserv?
Yep.
Wow.
I was there having a ball.
I was not in the Deer District. I was in the Dells District in downtown La Crosse. It was a fun time, but not the same. All right, gentlemen. You have a great day. I just wanted to say hi.
Good to see you.
Goodbye, Grant. Love
Goodbye,
you.
Tim. Thanks for listening. I love you as well, Tim. Glad to have your phone number saved. Really am.
Tim, you need to go to bed, so I'm gonna go too.
But first, I'm going to take one of these.
Oh, what one is that?
It's the mango one.
Well, there's no THC in that.
Yeah, but it will keep me awake. It will get me focused.
I thought you wanted to go to bed.
Not yet. Too early still.
Oh, when are you going to go to bed then?
I'll probably go to bed. What time is it?
So Refocus, the Happy Place Hemp, THC, the mango one. THC free. And then maybe take one later tonight, the CBD CBNs.
Purple. Yep.
Purple. HappyPlaceHemp.com. Promo code BART, 25% off. Well, you have a good day, Tim.
You as well. Good luck.
Try to get some sleep with all these planes flying over us.
I know. Good luck in Madison tonight.
Thanks.
Go forward and go Brewers. And hey, don't forget, Rookies Report Friday.
For the pack?
For the pack attack.
Mm-hmm. I won't be at the shareholders meeting now. I'm going to do a CBS shift.
I was hoping to join you live from Lambeau.
Me too, man.
All right, take it easy. Go
All
Brewers.
right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you. And have a good weekend.
Go Badgers.